The Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Champai Soren, on your screens right now. The floor test has just started. Let's take a listen. Can she take over?
चिकित्सा से अभाव या भूख से भी अभाव करने नहीं दिया। इसलिए महोदय इतना कुशल नेतृत्व जो इस राज्य के प्रवासी मजदूर विभिन्न राज्य में काम करने के लिए गया था। इस तरह से लॉकडाउन हुआ, पूरा भारतवर्ष में
All right, that's Jharkhand Chief Minister Champai Soren, who's now taken the opportunity to prove his strength in the assembly. It's the moment, the real test, a floor test, where he has got to show numbers. 41 is the majority mark for the Jharkhand Assembly. In the 80-member Assembly, the JMM, the Congress and the RJD collectively have formed the government with 48. Do they have all 48? Are they able to come up with a majority mark of 41? Remains to be seen. The Chief Minister of Jharkhand, new Chief Minister, Champai Soren, speaking. Our correspondent Shreya is also on ground. She brings us the latest developments there. Shreya, as much as we know, the JMM Netas have flown down to Hyderabad to stay together and ensure there's no poaching bid. Today is the day of the floor test. It's a big day for the Jharkhand government. Will Champai Soren be able to show the magic number on the floor of the House? What's the buzz?
Well, the buzz that's been on the ground, especially from the JMM and the coalition members, suggests that they will comfortably seal the magic number, which right now stands at 40, because in a house of 81, we know 79 MLAs are currently present because of the fact that one is a vacant seat. The other MLA, Ramdas Soren, is concerned, is right now undergoing treatment in the national capital. So 40 is the halfway mark for today, and what the JMM leaders suggest that they will comfortably sail the figure. Now, as we talk, Nabila, Champai Soren has already tabled the confidence motion. He's right now speaking in favor of it, suggesting the work that has been done by the Hemant Soren government since the last few years, and subsequently when he was arrested and what transpired. That's what Champai Soren is right now addressing in the Jharkhand Assembly. Time has been given to all the opposition parties as well, including the Bharatiya Janata Party, given a time of 11 minutes to speak in the Assembly. After all the statements are over, we will be seeing the floor test proceeding in the Jharkhand Assembly, and for once and for all, the entire thing that developed following last Monday after the ED's action in the Shantiniketan residence of Hemant Soren will now see the finale, as we can suggest. But right now, Champai Soren speaking in the Jharkhand Assembly after tabling that confidence motion.
All right, as much as Champai Soren there has this opportunity to prove his numbers, what's the opposition BJP claiming in the state? We know that they've been constantly firing salvos, saying that their netas are not united. Many of them may be in touch with the BJP. There were lots of talks that came in from the opposition netas in Jharkhand. But do tell us more on what the leader of the opposition has to say as they claim that there's instability within the Jharkhand alliance.
Well, particularly, Nabila, what the BJP has been claiming is that right now the flock of the House, especially the JMM coalition, is not all well, because what he is suggesting specifically that people are not really happy. All the MLAs are not happy with the name of Champai Soren. He's also suggested that some have been bribed. In the exact word that's being used by the BJP time and again, since that whole number of MLAs were shifted to Hyderabad. We've seen the likes of Nishikant Dubey also put out attacks on social media, suggesting that everyone's not really happy with Champai Soren's name and they are being forced right now by the JMM coalition. whether there is any veracity in what the BJP leader suggests or there is veracity in what the JMM leader suggests will be clear in barely say 20 to 25 minutes once the responses by the likes of Champai Soren and others are over as the confidence motion has been already tabled in the Jharkhand Special Assembly session.
All right. What was interesting was also to see Hemant Soren be part of this demonstration to show their numbers. He's been exempted, we believe, only to be part of this voting process, a temporary relief from jail so that he can prove, so he can have his name counted and then go back into custody. Is that right? Do explain for us. We saw the visuals as well. What was the reception he got?
Well, we do understand that what's been transpiring right now so far as Hemant Soren's entry to the Vidhan Sabha today is concerned. He's very much an MLA, so he would have been allowed, and this was an official court order that was given by the PMLA court that Hemant Soren should be brought in for the trust board that will be taking place today. When he was brought in, we did see slogans in the favor of Hemant Soren being raised both outside and inside the assembly session. So in a sort of way, it's a test also. We can say that despite an arrest of a chief minister, if the JMM and the coalition finally sails through with the magic number and keeps, successfully keeps their house in order, this will also be something that the alliance especially would want to highlight just before the Lok Sabha elections, specifically why today's date is not a coincidence, that it matches with Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. So it's all sort of an imagery that we're also seeing by the alliance ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, trying to send out a message amidst the recent setbacks that they've also got in the neighboring states that, listen, our house is in order. But Nabila, all these things will probably transpire into a reality once the floor test is over. Till then, these are only claims, both by the JMM and the BJP. Whose claims will actually win the game is something that we'll have to wait and watch for.
And either way, Shreya, if you really look closely, elections are just around the corner for Jharkhand. Right after 2024 Lok Sabha elections, towards the end of the year, Jharkhand goes into assembly polls. So doesn't seem like there would be a bid to poach. And more importantly, JMM, to show that they are strong is very important at this point. They've successfully managed to keep their flock together, flown all the coalition MLAs to Hyderabad only, so there's no attempt to Operation Lotus. We see that a floor test has just begun in the assembly. Champai Soren, the newly sworn in Chief Minister, is speaking. Let's dip in to that conversation.
झारखंड आंदोलन से लेके अभी तक हमने इस मुकाम तक आया। संस्कार सिखाया हम लोग किसी में हम लोग, लेकिन मजबूर है। आज नहीं बोलने की इच्छा थी, आज आपके बीच में बोलने का हमने मजबूर हूं। जो देश के अंदर में भारत में केंद्र सरकार का महाराज जो बैठा हुआ है, किस तरह से केंद्रीय एजेंसी को उपयोग किया है, हमारा 2019 का मुख्यमंत्री हेमंत सोरेन का पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री हेमंत सोरेन का नेतृत्व में जनादेश प्राप्त हुआ, पूर्ण बहुमत का सरकार बना। और मुख्यमंत्री रहते हुए जमीन का घोटाले के बाद जिसका खाता ना बही में लिखा हुआ हेमंत बाबू के नाम पर, और उसी के नाम पर आज उनको जेल तक जाना पड़ा। हम उस समय याद हमको आता है कि आज झारखंड के इतिहास को हम याद करते हैं, जब जब यहाँ का आदिवासी नेतृत्व, आदिवासी और दलित मूलवासी का लिए नेतृत्व क्षमता बढ़ाते हैं, उस समय उसको हर तरह का शिकंजा ये करके उस नेतृत्व को दबाने का प्रयास करते हैं। चाहे बाबा तिलका माझी का इतिहास, चाहे सिद्धू कान्हू चांद भैरव फूलो जानो का इतिहास, चाहे भगवान बिरसा मुंडा का इतिहास, चाहे पोटोहो का इतिहास, चाहे ताना भगत का इतिहास और वीरों का इतिहास, इसी धरती के आदिवासी मूलवासी का सामाजिक व्यवस्था, जल जंगल जमीन को बचाने के लिए उनको अभी आवाज संघर्ष था। लेकिन आज हेमंत बाबू के ऊपर में किसी तरह का आज खाता बहू में नाम नहीं है उस जमीन में। पूरा देश की जनता देखते हैं हेमंत बाबू के साथ क्या अन्याय हुआ है। यही उनका गलती है। आज हमारा विपक्ष का साथी का कार्यक्रम बनता गांव की ओर जाने के लिए, कोई भी गांव जाइएगा हेमंत बाबू का हर घर में योजना देखिएगा। उसको मिटा नहीं सकिएगा।
All right, Champai Soren there really speaking, narrating the struggles of the JMM on how the party was formed, how they came to power. So this is the speech that he gives right before he proves his majority on the floor of the assembly.